We will be going over the parenting plan form. If you have any questions, please contact your nearest self-help law center. On the first page of every document, you will find a caption in the upper left-hand corner. This caption should be identical in every form. Fill out your name, your mailing address, city, state, zip, your phone number, and your email is optional. This is so the court has a way of contacting you if needed. Below this, check the box that reflects which party you are in the parenting plan case, either the petitioner, the respondent, co-petitioner 1, or co-petitioner 2. Next, you will fill in which district court number and county you are filing in. On the first line in the box below, put in the children's initials who the parenting plan is for. Next, indicate which party is the petitioner or co-petitioner in the parenting plan case, and indicate which party is the respondent or the second co-petitioner in the parenting plan case. On the right, you will see a case number line. If you are filing a parenting plan, leave that blank for the court. If you are filing a parenting plan in response to a petition for a parenting plan, put down the case number you would have received from the petitioner. Below that, you will see multiple boxes. Check the box that indicates which party you are in the case, and if the documents you are filing are for either a proposed or amended parenting plan. For number 1, list the information for both yourself and the other party in the space that indicates who you are in the case. For number 2, you'll be putting down the basic information of all the children that will be covered in the parenting plan. This includes the child's initials, their age and birth year, and the state of residence for the last 6 months. This information is important to determine if a Montana court can issue the parenting plan. For number 3, you don't have to put down any information. These are simply goals that you should keep in mind when filling out the parenting plan. Number 4 deals with the residential schedules for the children. It has multiple sections that deal with school schedules, vacations, and visitation. Starting with Section A, this section is asking whether or not the children are of preschool age, meaning that they are not old enough to enter kindergarten, and that if they are, is there a different schedule for them than the normal school schedule that you stated in Section B. If all of the children are of school age, choose the first box. If there are children of preschool age, but you want the school schedule in paragraph B to apply to all the children regardless of their ages, choose the second box. If there will be a specific schedule with one party having the majority of the time with the preschool children and specific days for the other party, choose the third box. If you do want to have a specific schedule for the preschool children, but none of the options above fit, you can choose the fourth box and write in your own specific schedule. Section B talks about the school schedule for the children. For the children that are old enough for school, choose the box that says which party the children will primarily live with during the school year. You can then write in which specific days the other party will have the children. Or choose the other box if you want to write in your own specific schedule. Section C is asking if there will be a specific schedule for holidays and special events. If you do not submit a special holiday schedule, the parenting plan will default to the normal parenting plan schedule in Section B. If there will be no specific holiday schedule, choose the first box. If there will be a specific holiday schedule, choose the second box and write down which specific holidays you want to be a part of the schedule. Or you can use the box below to write in which party will get which holiday, vacation, and which year they will get those holidays and vacations. For sections D through G, specify the vacation schedules for the children, including winter vacation, summer vacation, spring break, and any other vacations. Section H is asking you to rank in importance the different schedules you have come up with. The school schedule in Section B will always take priority, but in case something comes up, the court is asking you to rank the other schedules from 1 to 4, with 1 being the most important and 4 being the least important. Or, if the options above don't fit, you can choose the Other section and write in your own specific rankings for the vacations. Section I is asking whether or not there needs to be supervised or unlimited parenting time for one of the parties. If there doesn't need to be supervised or unlimited parenting time, choose the first box. If there is a parent that does need supervised or unlimited parenting time, choose the second box. Indicate which parent it is, what their behavior is, and write down the specific conditions to their supervised or limited parenting time, including for how long it will last, where it will take place, who will be supervising it, and if the other party needs to complete anything in order to have less restricted visitation. If none of the options above work for you, choose the Other section and write in your own specific visitation schedule and requirements. 5A is asking which parent will be the custodian of state and federal benefit programs for the children. For this, indicate which parent will be the custodian. Or mark the Other box and write in your own specific arrangements if the options above do not apply. For 5B, it is asking about taxes. In this, choose which party will be able to claim the children for tax benefits and on what years they can. Or, if the options above do not apply, choose the Other section and write in your own specific arrangements for how to do taxes. For number 6, you are telling the court how the children will be changing residencies. This will include how the children will be transported, where the drop-off and pickup locations will be, how much of the transportation cost each party will be responsible for, and if one party is late, how long must the other party wait before the parenting time will be canceled? Question 7 deals with the children's passport, including if the child doesn't have a passport, which party can apply for one on the child's behalf? And if the child does have a passport, it belongs to them, but which party will be the custodian of that passport? Again, if none of the options above fit what you want, you can choose the Other box and write in your own specific arrangements. Number 8 talks about travel with the children both in-state and out-of-state. For in-state travel, choose which party can freely travel with the children in-state. If both parties need to alert the other when traveling out-of-state, choose this box. If you want to write your own specific schedule for travel with the children, choose the Other box and write in that schedule. For number 9, you're telling the court when one party can communicate with the children when the children are with the other party. If the children can speak to one party while with the other party at reasonable times, choose this box. If the children are with one party and can only speak to the other party at specific times, choose this box and write in the specific times. Number 10 is asking how you want to co-parent with the other party for the sake of the children. Choose all the boxes that you want to apply or do apply in your case. For number 11, the court is asking which party has decision-making power for specific situations. Both parties have the right to make emergency decisions and day-to-day decisions. However, go through sections C through H to tell the courts which party has the right to make a decision if both parties cannot come to an agreement. Number 12 is asking if both parties will share their basic information with one another, or if one of the parties needs to keep their information confidential. For number 13, it's simply stating what the process is if one party changes residency. Number 14 is for you to tell the court how you will decide if there needs to be a review of the parenting plan, and if so, when. For number 15, the court is asking how future disputes will be settled. For this, either choose the box that details a step-by-step plan on how things will be resolved, or choose the box that asks the court to resolve the issues through formal motions. Number 16 talks about child support, who will pay it, what the amount is, and when it's due. For Section A, the court is asking you who you believe should be paying child support and what that amount should be per month. One major thing to note is that if you are submitting a parenting plan, you'll also need to submit a child support calculation sheet. This document is essentially the state's recommendation on child support that the courts use to help them determine which parent should be paying what amount for child support. You can get these sheets by either having the Child Support Enforcement Division, also known as CSED, do one for you. You can have an attorney do one for you, or you can get the sheets and try to fill them out yourself. Moving on, the three boxes below are asking if the amount you came up with at the top of 16A is consistent with the child support calculation sheet that you did. If the amount you are asking for is consistent with the calculation sheet done by CSED, choose the first box. If the amount you are asking for is consistent with the calculation sheet done by someone other than CSED, choose the second box and indicate who did the calculation sheet. If the amount you're asking for is inconsistent with the calculation sheet done by anyone, choose who did the calculation sheet and explain why you are asking for an amount different than what the sheet recommends. For Section B, only fill this out if you haven't done a calculation sheet yet when you are turning in this parenting plan. For this, either indicate that you've opened a CSED case and put down its case number, or check the box that says you will open a CSED case within 30 days to determine the calculation sheet, or if none of those options suit you, choose the other box and indicate how you will get the calculation sheet done. For Section C, the court is asking how child support payments will be made. If they'll be made to CSED, if one of the parties' wages will be garnished, if one party will pay the other party directly, or if child support payments will be made directly to the clerk of court. For Section D, the court is asking when child support will end. If child support ends when the child turns 18 or graduates from high school, choose the first box. If there are special circumstances that will make the child financially dependent even after they turn 18, choose the second box and check off the information accordingly. Number 17 is you telling the court how the medical support for the children will be covered and indicate if you are attaching a medical support order. Or if there is no medical coverage, mark the box that says that the court should adopt a medical support order for the children. For number 18, if there are any specific provisions you wish to add that were not covered in the parenting plan, you can write them in here. For number 19, you're telling the court which party is requesting that this parenting plan be adopted as the final and enforceable parenting plan. After that, if you are filing separately, date the day you filled out the parenting plan and sign your name on the line that indicates which party you are in the parenting plan case. If you are filing jointly, both parties will date and sign the same parenting plan. Once you have finished filling out the parenting plan, leave the bottom of the final page for the court to fill out. And with that, you are now ready to submit your parenting plan to the court. If you have any questions, please contact your nearest self-help law center.